greatest achievements. A somewhat more mainstream Waters emerged in 1981 with Polyester, and classics continued, including Crybaby, Serial Mom, Pecker, personal favorite of mine, Cecil B. Demented, and of course Hairspray, turned later into one of Broadway's most spectacular successes, and then remade as a movie adaptation in 2007's. Waters is also a best-selling author and television personality and awards show host. His most recent book, Role Models, an affectionate look at the personalities that shaped his artistic vision, had a featured reading and book signing at Harborfront's International Festival of Authors this week, in fact last night. Perfect timing for this night, because in fact this is a film and a filmmaker who I believe helped shape John's artistic vision. That film is Pier Paolo Pasolini's Salo, or 120 Days of Sodom. I will now turn it over to him. Please welcome John Waters.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. So, we're here tonight for a film that's known for notoriously emptying out theaters in record time. But I don't think so. I don't think that's going to happen tonight. I saw a movie this afternoon called Buried. I think that would empty a theater even more. Talk about something that is horrifying. It's the worst date movie ever. But this ain't a great date movie either. This movie has been banned everywhere, in almost every country. But tonight we're going to celebrate it. We're going to celebrate Pier Paolo Pasolini and what he called his flash of inspiration, but where he took the Marquis de Sade's choreography of fascism, as he called it, the 120 Days of Sodom, and relocated it to a notorious northern Italian town created in 1943 by Hitler for Mussolini. I've had this for a long time, and this was a Christmas gift to me one year, and I'm not sure if it's made exactly what the town looks like, the sign, then, or if this is in the movie. I'm not sure, but this has never left my house till tonight, so I thought I'd bring it. Pasolini said he didn't know if it would be clear to the ordinary person why he made that movie, but nobody's ordinary here tonight, so we don't have to worry about that. I don't think that's really a problem. He said that he simply planned to replace the word God, as Sade used it, with the word power. The Marquis de Sade was incredibly important to me growing up. I went to Catholic school, and they told me if I just shut up, I could read, so I read the 120 Days of Sodom, but they were so stupid they didn't know what I was reading. And they would say, "Isn't it nice John is reading?" And Grove Press really saved my life by putting that book out. It was originally banned by Napoleon. That's how long this has been causing trouble. And smuggled out of jail when he wrote it on prison toilet paper. That sounds like something I would make up, but it's really true. It was such a big influence on me that I bought this record. This is another thing I had to show you. This is a 6-sided LP where actors read the 120 Days of Sodom. And I'm embarrassed to admit, we used to listen to this on LSD. Which really was weird, because it's really long and graphic. And I've always wanted to go to Lacoste. That's the town where the Marquis de Sade's ruins of his castle are still there. It's the only thing they have in that town. And I wonder, is there a gift shop? Are there t-shirts? I don't know. It's an amazing movie. Pasolini once said he was a communist, a Catholic, and a homosexual. So you knew he liked to push buttons. To me, he's a Catholic saint. He was murdered by a hustler named Pino the Frog right after he made this movie, right after he did the French dub. And he said that right before he died, he detested power in today's world more than anything. And at that time, there was a neo-Nazi resurgence in Belgium and everything. The first actress that played the whore said on the commentary that Pasolini was more than an artist. He was someone trying to live in his time with dignity. Well, you can tell me if you think he actually did after you see the movie. One of the characters in here said that there's nothing more contagious than evil, which is a great line. And the abuse of power, E. Pop had a song called Let Me Be Your Dog. Well, you'll see tonight, people are dogs in this. And he says, one character says, everything's good if it's excessive. And I think that is true in a way. But one character also says, nothing is worse than breath that doesn't smell bad. I thought, so it is, everything is reversed, and that is the humor, I think, almost. And there is some humor in this movie. When the old horrors tell these filthy stories to arouse their impotent audiences, it's kind of amazing, with costumes by Donnelly Dantani, who I have no idea who he is, but the costumes are incredibly beautiful in it. And one character says, we fascists are the true anarchists, which is a great line, and maybe true. Could this film be made today? I don't think so, because they're saying that all the kids that play the teenagers that are kidnapped and abused were 14 to 18 years old, which is highly illegal in any country in the world, really. But the main problem, they said, when they were making the movie is to keep them from laughing, that they would burst out laughing right in the middle of the most hideous sex scenes because Pasolini didn't tell them what was coming next, which is even more shocking. They would show up for today and say, well, today you have to eat shit, you know, and they'd say, what? You know, but they said he was gentle with the actors. I love that. And that the mood was jovial and immature. So it was like summer camp. And that they knew the comic quality of the film. And is it funny? Well, maybe yes, in a way. You know, imagine their memories today. When I was 14, I was naked in Salo. I wish I was. I wish my parents had given me to Pasolini to be in that movie. And what a story. Here's a gay wedding I am against in this movie. I mean, they have an asshole beauty contest. That's something. And the cross-eyed guy in it is really hideous in drag, and he shows his asshole to all the dinner guests. You know, that's really rude. They cut out a tongue in this, very much like Blood Feast. I remember in Serial Mom we had a shot where we showed that scene in Blood Feast, and one of the women on the cruise, when the guy cut out the tongue, she said, I hate it when a guy does that. Which I thought was a really funny line. There's also fake penises in this that you'll see. Some of them look a little large. They're more like a Hollywood loaf. That's half a hard-on. And they're fake the same way Russ Meyer did at the end of his career, put on fake ones because he could get away with frontal nudity. The sound effects in this movie are absolutely beautiful. The bomber planes and the scary music by Murakami, who some people say none of his music's really in it, but he is listed as the music. It has my favorite end of any movie I've ever seen. It's incredibly beautiful and simple, and I pray to Pasolini. If I ever have to pray to a Catholic saint, it will always be him. So afterwards, when we come back, let's all play Pasolini. I'm gonna give you a challenge, and maybe somebody could stand up and tell us a filthy story, like one of the horrors does in the movie. I got one for you if you do. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you.